Hey, Erica.
It's pretty much classic Erica.
Yeah, you know what? There's not a lot that you can do to make Erica not Erica.
Put her in a kimono, you're good.
I like that they made the bottom of her kimono really dirty.
Yeah, it's got character.
Yeah, you want to do Erica's voice?
Lovely weather, isn't it? It's so pleasant. I don't remember what she sounds like in the anime, so I'm not even trying.
This is a constant problem with Erica. I remember this.
I don't.
It never totally came up in the anime. This was never a thing in the anime. In the actual games, I think post Gen 1, anytime you run into Erica, this is a thing that happens. She just falls asleep.
Relatable.
I don't know why.
I've been known to. I'm realizing that all of these daffodils or whatever these are in the foreground look like banana slices.
Yeah, a little bit.
And it was distracting for a second. Oh dear, I must have dozed off.
Yeah, she's a little dozy.
Welcome. I mean, she's in this relaxing as hell place. Yeah. My name is Erica. I am the gym leader of the Celadon City Gym. I am a student of the art of flower arranging.
She's super laid back. I think in 4th gen, in the remakes for Silver and Gold, which were 2nd gen, which were Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I'm pretty sure you get little pieces of lore about Erica's personal life, where it's like she does flower arrangement and this and that, and she dozes off constantly, and she's super good friends with Whitney and Sabrina, and the three of them get together and then go shopping at the department store. And that's Sabrina used to be a friend but was very antisocial, and they convinced her to come out of her shell, and that's why Sabrina in that game going forward has a completely different look than she did in Gen 1 and Gen 2 traditionally.
Yeah. I prefer anime Sabrina. I know that's not what's going to happen, but 100% evil psychic demon Sabrina is the best Sabrina. Just straight up. Chad is implying that Erica's just toking up right
now.
I
know. I like the idea that she's a narcoleptic. That's actually pretty good.
My Pokemon are all of the grass type. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you perhaps wish to challenge me?
She's like, oh, I thought I was just telling you about it. I didn't know we were gonna fight.
Very well, but I shall not lose. She could beat this fight in her sleep. No, she can't. We're gonna kick her ass.
It's also worth to note that one of the Pokemon she almost always traditionally uses is Gloom, which also looks like it's always asleep.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the little bits and pieces of oh, she's always sleepy comes from. Is that her signature is Vileplume, and she always has a secondary Gloom, and Vileplume evolves from Gloom anyway, so it's eh.
And she's got 3 Pokemon, so it's probably this Tangela, then a Gloom, then a Vileplume.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think I want to say in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because all of the gym leaders got expanded teams after you beat the game and came back and fought her, which I was talking about at some point, I think when we were doing Red version, because they decided to give Brock a bunch of the ancient Pokemon, a bunch of the fossil Pokemon, which I thought was a really cool idea, because it's oh, he's from the town where the fossil stuff is. And it's Brock gets a bunch of water types in the form of Kabutops, and it's that's super weird and cool, and I like it because it gives him more coverage. But for Erica, I want to say they did eventually give her I want to say it's the alternative to Vileplume. What is this? My brain's not working. The hula dancing one.
The Blossom.
Yeah, I think they give her a Blossom.
Which is duh.
She didn't have
She's
a Gloom.
Gotta have one.
She had a Weeping Bell.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Thought she had a Gloom. She didn't.
Well, she has one in the anime, so that might be what we're thinking of.
Full picks up to level 29.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So, you think it's going to be a Vileplume?
I think it's going to be a Vileplume.
There we go.
Yeah, because that's her signature, so of course it's going to wind up coming out. You can't see it around Fapnese.
It's such a big boy. Girl. Big girl.
Fapnese is gigantic. Vileplume is terrifying in Gen 1, by the way. It's they softened it up as time went on, and it's still kind of spooky when you look it in the face in this, even.
Yeah, because it's just a giant corpse flower.
Well, it's a giant corpse flower, but it's got like the dark, like the body is a darker blue purple, but then it's got these little beady red eyes, and it's like, there's a question to be had here. Why is its eyes red? Why does it never show emotion? Like,
it's showing emotion. It's happy. Yeah. It's happy to see you.
It's also a poison type.
It's also gonna die.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's a slightly higher level than the both of us.
That's true. But we got so many type advantages.
We do.
It's just gonna be
I was
kind of
hoping it would get frozen, but it didn't. It's just gonna Mega Drain now. And Vulpix is dead.
Well, okay.
Well, it is a Vulpix. Yeah, Vileplume in Gen 1, though, especially with the actual sprite of it, for the body, they just use pure black.
Yeah.
So it's just a pure black sprite, and it looks really intimidating, the pose that they put it in, because it's got the flower coming down over its face, kind of, and it's like, sort of, like, it's just, go back and find that sprite. It's really
It's got a lot
weird.
of character.
It does.
And you always gotta remember, this is a Rafflesia Mandragora. So it is a shrieking little fairy wraith.
Yeah, by definition, this should probably be a scary monster Pokemon.
And it's so charismatic for being that.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, I definitely am a fan of the whole Oddish line. Blossom's fun.
Oh, was that not actually? I thought Steel was super effective. I am sorry, I messed up.
Okay.
Apparently, it's not. Oopsie daisies. Either that or this thing's type. Oh, wait, no, because it's also poison. So I'm just hitting it for normal. I'm just hitting it for neutral damage.
Whoops.
I guess that makes sense. You should be doing 4 times damage, though.
No, because poison isn't weak to fire.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, sorry. For some strange reason, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's a plant and steel type. Hypno grew to level 36.
Cool. I feel pretty set on the name Cadbury.
Yeah, we can name it Cadbury.
Still don't know for sure what I want to do with that Vulpix, but probably Heather. Chad expressed an approval of Heather.
Yeah.
I concede defeat. You are remarkably strong.
Yes, by the way, Vileplume screams. I'm pretty sure its cry is just...
Yeah, I mean, it's a Mandragora. It's got
Yeah. You got money for winning. A lot of money.
I must confer on you a rainbow badge. Alright. We did it, Diglett.
Way to go, Diglett. You got the rainbow badge from Erica.
A rainbow badge raises the level of Pokemon willing to listen to you to 50 for Pokemon that you have received from other trainers. And here, if you'd like, please also take this with you. Alright,
Mega Drain, which is actually an okay grass type attack.
Yeah. Can we teach it to a non-grass thing?
Probably.
Because we just don't have any grass on our main team.
Probably. We'll see what can learn it. We might be able to teach it to Gyarados.
Maybe. Might be useful.
He's such a weird sweeper. Like, he's such a mixed bag of elemental stuff.
Oh, yeah. TM53 contains Mega Drain. Half the damage it inflicts is drained from the target to heal your Pokemon. Wouldn't you agree that it's a wonderful move? It's for vampires. Try it out. So now that we've beaten the gym...
let's check that TM and see if we can teach it to somebody else.
I would like to make the traditional it's been 3 hours excursion.
Oh, okay.
To restore our PP.
Okay. Hold on.
Keep going, though. Cannot learn.
Never phrase it that way, by the way. That's disgusting. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna leave under these awnings. Hold on. I gotta kick out the mic.
Oh, we're getting also some Mean Girls references in chat for what to name the Vulpix. I've never directly seen the whole of Mean Girls, so I don't have an opinion.
Careful not to trip on cords.
I've seen, like, bits and pieces of it.
Okay. So now you guys are stuck with me. We're gonna pet this Eevee, though. I guess while she's doing her thing, we're gonna change some of the names on Pokemon, and I think maybe we'll go back to the... I'm touching the Diglett. Just accept it. Poking that tail. Okay, anywho. Like Heather over Regina. Yeah, I've never seen Mean Girls. I've also never seen Heathers, so apparently that's just something that I'm unusually weird about, is that I've not seen any of these movies that are about people fighting each other as teenage girls. Go figure. I've never been a teenage girl, and that's fine. Can I not change nicknames on... Oh, that would make sense. It's a traded Pokemon. Oh, that's disappointing. I thought we could change the name on this. I guess it didn't even occur to me that it was a traded Pokemon, so that wouldn't work. Oh, Megan's going to be really disappointed when she comes back. Oops. Well, shoot. So I guess that it would have been Heather. We can call it Heather for the sake of the stream, but we're not going to be able to name it Heather. That's really unfortunate. Huh. She liked Cadbury for this. I thought Pudding was pretty okay, but I guess if she wants to name it Cadbury, she can. It's her choice, not mine. Aww. Yeah, her name will be Heather in our hearts. How about that? That works fine. It can't be Heather on our books, but it can be Heather in our hearts. You technically weren't a trade, Fapneys. The Arcanine we got that we named Fapneys was a gift. We didn't trade the 5 Meowth, we showed them to someone, and they handed us a Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that if we go in and check the party, it should say that Fapneys' original trainer was us. Does it not even give original trainer anymore? What the hell?
I'm back.
Hey. Let's see. From a link trade versus where Vermilion City?
Well, we didn't trade for that Arcanine, technically.
So, I was telling chat, because we discovered it while you were gone, we traded for that Vulpix, which means we can't name it.
I realized...
Didn't occur to you, right?
I realized in the bathroom, someone mentioned, they said Regina and then Cher, and I just kind of saw Regina and I was like, oh, I know that's a Mean Girl's name. I don't know the other names of anyone else. And then I realized in the bathroom, Cher Horowitz from Clueless. Okay, yeah, it's been pointed out in the chat. I've seen Clueless, love Heathers, have not seen Mean Girls all the way through.
So when we click it, we don't get an option for changing the name. We get it for like all the other Pokemon. It's there as just change name, but then for the Vulpix we don't.
There's also Claire,
which sucks because that actually means that you can't rename any of the Alola Pokemon.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Continue.
But the girl in Breakfast Club is Claire, I believe.
Okay.
That's Molly Ringwald's character. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they even mention Ali Sheedy's character's name in that movie. There's 2 girls, and one of them they never say her name out loud. Yeah. But she does have a name, I just don't remember what it is.
We use the Pokemon Center so infrequently in this game.
It doesn't come up that often.
It's not necessary, I know. It's really weird. I don't quite like that it's so unnecessary. I don't know, it weirds me out a little. Oh, I forgot, we have a bunch of Eevee candies. Do you want to feed Busters?
Yeah, make them feel good.
Okay. Because bustin' makes them feel good. Ha ha ha.
Josh has been making those jokes whenever possible off screen.
Buster. Okay. +1 to everything. We've only got a handful of these, so we can just give them all the Eevee candies we got.
So in a normal Pokemon game with breeding in it, I would be like, oh, well, we can't name this one, but we can breed it and then name the babies. But it's like, no. So we can't have a full set of Heathers and Breakfast Clubs and Cher and Dion and whatever Brittany Murphy's character was named in that. I don't remember.
Have we gotten a Bulbasaur yet, aka Best Boy? I've not found the Bulbasaur yet, no.
It's in the city, isn't it?
A Pokeflute awakens sleeping Pokemon. It does so with a sound that only they can hear.
We've considered making the trip back to Viridian to just chain for a Bulbasaur.
No, I just want to find one at this point.
Yeah.
If I had a Pokemon, I'd go to Pokemon Road too.
Is that what Cycling Road is called now?
Yep. They changed it.
Look at that dumb motherfucker floating over there.
Yeah.
I am Madame Celadon. I am the one who can look into your future and see the encounters that are to come. Shall I foresee the nature of those fateful allies you have yet to meet? Wait, really?
Huh. No, but that actually helps.
She can tell. Weird.
Yeah.
If fate leads you back here, let us meet again.
I'm wondering if that'll give us a spread, or if it'll just tell us what the next encounter is going to be nature-wise. Because if that's the case, that could actually be quite useful. If you can affect the natures of the Pokemon you run into, too, that would actually let you, like, kind of work a little bit better for that, too.
It was like 10,000, though.
Yes, somebody asked, wouldn't you get Fly around this point in the game? And yes, you would.
Don't you have to go past the
Let me literally
Snorlax?
walk over here. So Fly typically is this way. There's a Snorlax here, but it's you cut that thing and then you walk up there and then you take a left.
He has a name.
There's a Doduo. Do you see that? I meant you cut the bush, not the Snorlax. You don't cut Snorlax. Ouch, I
No,
just kicked the
you
mic.
befriend him.
Pokemon is sprawled out in a deep and comfortable slumber. Do you see that Doduo sitting up there, though?
Yeah, he's just running around, squawking.
Buster looks shocked at the sheer size of the Pokemon. Just pet this Diglett a little.
You're a good Diglett.
You good Diglett. Okay, anywho. Fucking, I want that Doduo.
You'll get it eventually.
I guess.
Dodrio are riding Pokemon in this, right?
Probably?
Probably.
I would hope so. It would be weird if they weren't. Yeah, nobody's taught us to surf yet, I guess.
So, from here, we should probably just go into Saffron, right?
That would be an option. We could also go and touch this poster.
Yeah.
Oh, do you see the rocket has it's a
Grimer
Grimer
and
and
a
a coughing riding it. Yeah, that's adorable.
Going to the moon.
There's
for
a
some
switch
reason.
behind the poster. Let's push it. It didn't give me an option. Heard a loud sound echo from somewhere on this floor. This is only a one-floor building. Oh, good. Can I just talk to this? We've run out of game coins. Don't touch the walls. Okay.
What do you mean? What kind of vehicle is the best way to represent us?
You know, those things that blast off into space.
Don't you two act like you don't know what that is.
And Meowth is just sleeping there.
Sad that Meowth doesn't talk, but it's just cute where they like to position him.
There's a little red spitty spat here on the floor.
I don't think it means anything.
No, I don't think it does either. I remember this being a really weird puzzle, right?
I don't remember.
Who are you? How did you get here?
Silphco has the teleporters, and I know that Giovanni's gym has those move pads. I don't remember there being anything down here, though.
I thought that there was like a bunch of Persian statues, and you have to like hit buttons in the eyes.
I don't remember. That could have been second
I might
gen.
be wrong. I might be wrong. Yeah, it might have been second gen.
I like that this background just kind of looks like it's any old, like, bunker in, like, a sci-fi game or maybe just a shooter.
Yeah.
Like, this background, this could be a stage in GoldenEye, this could be a stage in Metal Gear, this could be underwater, like, this just this generic looking... This is a modern technology place for bad guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of just a bunch of computers sitting around, but yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Like, it's just fun that we're fighting in it.
Yeah,
Instead of getting just a plain room with walls and a floor.
Yeah, I like it. You can shake your thing at any time.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was gone.
Hold on. I don't want to switch out. It's a Rattata.
A support trainer came running from the bathroom.
The support trainer appeared because it's a goddamn ghost. Let's see here. God. Yeah, I'll just Aurora Beam. Who cares? It's a fucking Rattata.
Yeah, why does he have a level 29 Rattata?
Was it Gold and Silver that had the statues? I swear to God, I thought it was this one too.
Eh.
Huh. Try playing the... yeah. Yeah. I didn't play Fire Red Leaf Green as a child. I was an adult for Fire Red Leaf Green.
No, we were still in high school.
Oh, high school, though.
That's not an adult.
Yeah, when we were children, we played Red and Blue, and the original versions of some of these puzzles were made way more complex at the time. Or, like, you had less going on, where it wasn't like a thing that happened a lot in video games at the time. It's some weird shit.
I feel so sad for the tiny Rattata. It had no chance.
No, it has zero. We're doing 2-on-1 battles again, too. Like, yeah. Just nothing has a chance against us. We got beat bad. You got $812 dues for winning. I forget who it was, but I want to say that there was some amount of Mighty Candies?
I think they're like strength candy.
Oh, okay. There was some amount of discussion that's been had recently about the...
Can we read books?
No. Pretty sure we can't.
Damn.
We might be able to read these blueprints, but I think that's it.
No.
Nope. Okay. I could talk to this Vulpix. That's good. Yeah. Vulpix seems happy that you won the recent battle. Okay. I saw some people talking about it during interviews that they were doing and news stuff and things like that. Apparently, the...
Shh, I'm a beautiful spy on an undercover mission. What's a child like you doing here?
Oh, I'm here to beat Team Rocket, or I'm just here for fun?
Same thing.
I'm here to beat Team Rocket.
You've got an attitude. I like that. Let me give you a present so you remember our little encounter. You're a spy!
Please give us a Team Rocket outfit. Yes!
Nice.
Oh, fuck yeah. I want to be Team Rocket. I'm going to put this on.
We're also getting a request in chat to swap Fapney's out for Dark.
Yeah, we could do that.
I get some Charizard moves going.
Yep.
Just wear that set and you'll feel as if you're a Team Rocket grunt yourself. Although you're too short to be a real grunt, they'd figure out you were in a disguise immediately.
So
not true in 2nd gen.
People were talking and doing interviews with some of the people at Game Freak, and it's been confirmed that they are putting the finishing touches on and have probably already finished, but are like fixing broken aspects of the 2019 RPG for Pokemon.
Huh.
Which is already confirmed. Yes, it's coming out in 2019.
And it's like it's a Pokemon game, not
it's
this
a Pokemon game, yeah.
Nice.
It's
good.
not a this.
Such a relief.
Yeah, it's not a Let's Go, it's an actual Pokemon game.
Give me all of your most obtuse game mechanics and all of the stats I can possibly customize.
Make the game make me want to hurt the game.
Honestly, give me Disgaea levels of grindy fuckery. I love it.
Just do it. Like,
give me something that I need to spend 200 hours in. I want it. I want it so bad.
But yeah, no. Apparently, they've got that one coming out. Nobody's 100% sure what the actual release is going to be on it.
Wait, did we not get a little rocket outfit for Buster?
I don't know. Let me say it first. But we know it's going to be 2019, and based on past releases for Pokemon, I am going to take a guess, and I'm going to say that when it is announced, it will probably be either during a Direct at the beginning of the year, or it will be during E3. And if it's announced in a Direct, then we are going to get a much bigger presence at E3 for the game, and that it will probably release in fall. That's going to be my assumption. Because I feel like it's too close to the other games to release it during spring or summer.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hope that they introduce, more than 50 new Pokemon.
Yeah, we do get a little Team Rocket cap, but I want to keep the Diglett.
Yeah, let's see the clothes.
Do we get glasses? Oh, okay, no. Okay. Team Rocket t-shirt.
Might as well.
Yeah, I mean, we just had a sailor suit on otherwise.
I really wish that these weren't just texture changes, though.
Yeah, it would be nice if they weren't just texture changes.
Or if they're going to give us texture changes, that they should have given us, an Animal Crossing, you make your own texture option.
Yeah.
What? You snuck into Team Rocket's operation? What noive?
This is just Meowth, like in a human body. It's Meowth in a person suit. Don't worry about it.
I just assume they all talk like that, I guess.
I kind of wish that too. Somebody said that they wish that the rocket outfit looked like a normal rocket outfit. I do too. Yeah. I feel like it could look more like a regular rocket outfit.
But that kind of happens in 2nd gen, and we haven't brought up that possibility on stream yet, right? Like, I remember talking about it in the car once.
Of what?
Of the possibility that they're going to continue Let's Go as a series and do like a 2nd gen Let's Go.
Oh yeah, well we talked about that at some point, but like because Masuda has said that he at least at some point he was talking about it. He said that he envisioned Let's Go as a second part of the main series that they want to release. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Masuda has given like 8 different interviews about Let's Go where he gives different answers for what the fuck Let's Go is supposed to be. And it's, if you look at them as a whole, you kind of get a picture for what they wanted or what he thinks the games are supposed to be. Which kind of boils down to, he wants these to be games that we have for the next 20 years going forward in Pokemon. They possibly aren't going to be the mainline titles, but they are part of mainline titles in general. By which he means they want to release 2 games per generation, where one is a Let's Go, which is for the casual market, and the other one is a traditional RPG, which is for the more hardcore Pokemon fans. Splitting them in this way means that they can stop casualizing the mainstream games, which is a nice idea, and means that they can casualize the, oh my god, thank you for the Ultra Balls.
And that they can integrate like Go
they
stuff
can integrate
for
like
normies.
new stuff into the other games.
For like casuals and their grandmas who just play on the phone.
So it's all over the fucking place.
And I'd be fine with that. I realize what that could mean, and Josh thinks this isn't what they would do, but imagine in your head Pokemon Let's Go Snubbull version and Meryl version.
No, I don't think they're going to do that, but I think that it is not outside of the realm of possibility that next generation or even further into this generation, we might get another Let's Go that's literally just, here's 2nd gen.
Yeah, well, if you don't think it's Snubbull and Meryl, do you have a candidate that you would
I don't have a candidate that I would think it would be.
Chat, you got any candidates for 2nd gen
Honestly,
mascots?
I don't think that there is an equivalent of Pikachu and Eevee for 2nd gen.
Yeah, so they'd have to pick stuff.
We didn't read this guy's stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We're having too much of a conversation about this.
Yeah, it's fine. But like, just who's got a better? I went to Snubbull and Meryl because those were like the 2 preview Pokemons that you got in.
That was my suggestion. Somebody said that egg Pokemon Togepi.
Togepi is a good one. I was just thinking Pikachu's Vacation in front of the first Pokemon movie had Snubbull and Meryl as like their previews.
Yeah,
Togepi makes a lot of sense.
Be a thing. I feel like it would be Togepi.
It's a baby
and then
though.
I think the suggestion that I made was Togepi and Pichu.
I don't think they'd want to double up on Pikachu line, but I mean, on the other hand, they kind of probably would.
Like,
yeah, but it's
Masuda's favorite Pokemon is Pichu.
True.
That's why we always get weird things that only Pichu seems to get every so often. Like the weird notched-eared Pichu thing, that was Masuda.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know, it's just like it feels too redundant to me.
I get what you mean. Oh my gosh. The Pokeball keeps shifting in my hand, so I keep clicking the wrong thing.
And then, I don't know what it would be for 3rd gen if they continued. Plusle and Minun. There you
maybe
go.
Plusle and Minun, yeah.
Although
that would
boring.
suck. I hate those.
Although 3rd gen is where Double Battles was introduced, so maybe they would do like it's Plusle and Minun is one, and then like Volbeat and Illumise is another.
Somebody pointed out that Gen 2 added day-night stuff too, so it could be Pokemon based on that. But then that would be
Espeon
Umbreon.
and
yeah,
but then
Espeon,
of course
which are,
that's
like, all over
also
the fucking place.
just redundant off of
Eevee again.
Eevee. So like it's either you get Pichu or you get Evolutions.
Yeah.
But they could
I
just
feel
do
like
something
because
completely
breeding
different.
was something that was added into that game, it would make sense to give you babies.
I guess so, but I still don't want to say Togepi and Pichu. Maybe like Togepi and Cleffa. But that's just because Pichu seems redundant. But it is true that they might do
This
that.
is what the gimmick of this area was.
Yeah.
It's more of these. Okay, hold on, because that's not right. I want to go
I'm a ghost.
this way. because that'll take me all the way over here. And if I remember correctly, it's going to be up and then back and around.
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember the layout of this place specifically.
I don't know, because I don't remember it.
It's very strange that I would recall.
My ghost powers aren't
years
useful
since
here.
I've had anything to do with this.
I'll just stay where I am.
Found an awakening. I want to say that doing this will push us further in, but that's what we want right now because we want to hit that, hit up, and then go to... not that one, sorry, this one, so that we can get to that Pokeball.
Ooh, thank you, Mason. Zangoose and Seviper for 3rd gen.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
There was a thing, I think we mentioned that you could do this with Cubone. In 6th gen, I think was where they added it. I don't remember if it showed up again in 7th gen, but Horde Pokemon. Where, oh no, 7th gen had calling Pokemon. So a Pokemon could call people in to help it out. That was 7th gen. 6th gen had Hordes, which were... you can have 5 Pokemon at a time show up in a battle, and you just have to fight all 5 of them. And one of the Horde battles that you could run into... I accidentally stepped on the wrong panel. Was you could run into 4 Sevipers and 1 Zangoose. Or 4 Zangeese and 1 Seviper. Like, the idea was just literally you interrupted these Pokemon beating the crap out of a single target or something like that. Also, Miltank and Tauros showed up in Hordes together. Mm-hmm. And I think even in the thing where Pokemon had calling, you could have Tauros call Miltank or Miltank call Tauros. Which is weird, because there needs to be a baby cow Pokemon that just evolves into one of those two. Because Tauros are exclusively male and Miltank are exclusively female, and it's like, those are clearly obvious. Just the same Pokemon.
They look real different, though.
They do. It's just a baby cattle Pokemon or something, though.
I know that 4th gen would 100% give you, like, Lucario as one of the Let's Go mascots.
Yeah, 4 Zangiefs. Excuse me. I said Zangeese, by the way, not Zangiefs. Just saying.
I love how I don't affect shit.
Yeah, no, you can walk anywhere,
it would
like,
be,
literally.
It would be hella difficult to get back onto screen if I rolled off somewhere.
It probably would. Oh, god damn it, I touched the wrong one again. Okay, the Pokeball is very imprecise, but this game is not on a grid, and these are designed to be moved on a grid. They should have made these a little bit more, like... I don't know, like forgiving. This reminds me of they did ice puzzles in a lot of games. There are ice puzzles in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire though that were clearly designed for a grid, and you could hit them from diagonals and completely walk over the ice puzzles without ever having touched anything. Like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire broke its ice puzzles because it allowed for more movement. It doesn't appear to work without a key. Not even gonna let me click the door though. It's just gonna tell me that when I walk up to it.
Yeah, there's a buffalo.
Yeah, there's a
buffalo in 5th gen. Buffalo though, it's like a bison explicitly as opposed to Tauros, which is kind of like a weird bull bison, and Miltank is clearly a cow. Like a cow.
Tauros is just supposed to be like a bull. I don't even know if it has bison in it.
It's got that fluffiness to it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much a bull in every other way.
Yeah. Buffalon is a really cool Pokemon, by the way. I don't know why, but I actually like that a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun design. Although
it's an interesting one.
5th gen, so it's redundant, like a lot of the 5th gen ones are. It's like, okay, so you improved Tauros. It's a good new Tauros. Tauros still exists, though.
Tauros with a fancy haircut.
Yeah.
In 5th gen, it did, like, okay, you can make the argument that, like, Tauros still totally exists, though. But in that game... Tauros didn't exist.
Yeah, but that's just because 5th gen's weird.
Yeah, 5th gen did decide that it wanted to make the Pokedex, like, broken in such a way that you could encounter none of the Pokemon from previous generations in the wild until you beat the game. And then when you beat the game, it's implied that, like, oh, some kind of, I think it literally gets blamed later on like, global climate change. But like, oh, you all of a sudden just these Pokemon that were hiding in the grass that were unbelievably rare or maybe were never there just suddenly popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's always so silly.
Like one of the things you can run into in in Route 1 in 5th Gen, when you get to the end of the game, you get access to a rod. If at the end of the game you go into Route 1 and you fish with that rod in a water droplet, which was one of the effects that 5th Gen had and nothing else. If you fish into that water droplet, you can catch level 40 or 50 melodic in the wild.
Yeesh.
And it's really, really
Back
weird.
in my day, melodic was the biggest fucking pain in the
butt.
everything.
I know, I remember. I was there.
I was cycling through worse things to say
It's fine,
than
it's fine.
Oh, by the way, we were gonna switch our
Oh, shoot, you're right,
Valkyries
you're
out.
right, you're right.
After this battle.
Yeah.
We'll just kill this thing.
Yeah, okay.
Oof. Yeah, chat's still, like, talking a bit about, like, mascots. And it's like, Clef and Igglybuff as, counterparts to each other as companions in a 2nd Gen Let's Go. I could see it.
Yeah,
Although,
that could work.
I'm not completely sure how they're going to fit clothes onto Igglybuff, but hats, absolutely. Clef is a little bit easier because it kind of has, like, a torso shape, as opposed to being just round.
Aren't they just literally shaped exactly the same way?
No, Clef is a star and Igglybuff is a circle.
Fair enough.
So it's a little easier.
Fair
Sort
enough.
of. 4th Gen would have been Lucario, or just Riolu, maybe. And I don't know who would be the counterpart to Lucario.
Okay, hold on. I remember that there was something I was going to say, and I have already forgotten what it was. Shoot.
Really, they should just make it so that you've got, like... I think I talked about this on screen at some point. Just, they should give you a choice of 3 possible companions per version. So it would have been, like...
Probably.
Pikachu, Meowth, and Clefairy. And then the other would be, like, Eevee and... Crowd.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I said Groudon, I meant Growlithe.
We had a bunch that we were talking about.
Psyduck was one of them.
Yeah, Psyduck was in there too.
I gestured when I remembered that, and I voiped.
Oh gosh. People sending links and stuff out. Oh,
Yeah,
when you came
I'm
back,
looking
in a rocket outfit. by
Oh
the
shit,
way.
I'm glad I did that.
I was gonna suggest that you do that too, because I had thought about that earlier.
Oh, Mason sent a Twitter link of... This is drawn of a Zangoose in a little dress at the beach. Cute.
Nice. Oh my gosh. I think it was about the melodic. I think at some point I found one, and I want to say that people were claiming because of the way that it worked in 5th Gen, it was ridiculously easy to get shiny melodic doing that. And it was like really, really annoying for some people because yes, that is supposed to be such a hard Pokemon to get to.
I am not going to say that, we need to have it so that, like, there's 6 random tiles on a single route that change depending on what you pick.
Completely changed.
And then you gotta go through every tile, and that's not necessary. But making it so you can just get it immediately is like, man, this used to mean something.
Oof. Yeah.
It's like, at least make people go through... I mean, I guess if you have to beat the game first, that's something.
I mean, yeah, you do. And Looker's the one who gives you the rod, by the way.
Okay.
Looker, by the way, is in, like, every fucking game from, like, a certain point onward. I think it's
onward.
4th onward, yeah.
Yeah.
And then some people even argue that he may have retroactively been in 1 and 2, because in the 1st and 2nd gens, there are characters who tell you that they're undercover for Interval. This won't do.
5th Gen would be like Lillipup and...
oh my god. Yeah.
And Purloin.
I don't even think about 5th Gen Pokemon when it comes to stuff like that. Oh, I remember what it was. I hope that they don't make an entirely new version for Let's Go every time they have a generation come up. I hope that Let's Go is the base game, and then they charge like $20 or $30 for DLC, and then you just get...
That would be fine.
Like a new generation instead.
Yeah.
Like, because let's be real, like, this is fine as it is.
You don't want to keep buying them?
I don't want to have to keep buying the same fucking game where they just change the region. Because honestly, at this point, I'd way rather play just a normal RPG for Pokemon.
Yeah.
This is a good experiment, but if they keep doing this, it can't be full price every time, because this game is not... I'm not going to say this game isn't worth full price, because that's kind of a weird rant for me to go off of, having spent full price on this game, plus $50.
Like, honestly,
but, like, I'm still kind of back and forth on whether or not I honestly feel like it.
Yeah, no, it just seems like that would be the pattern, is why I keep naming off things that would have been mascots.
Yeah.
Although, if it's just, oh, take your Pikachu and go over there, that makes sense, because that's how it works in, like, the anime.
Exactly.
So it's like, here's a ticket to the boat for Johto. Go to Johto now.
Well, I mean, if we're going from Kanto over to Johto, you can take a bridge.
Yeah,
there's a path over there.
Well, there's also a magnet train and a boat, I believe.
Yeah.
Or is the boat a
cool, because it takes
generation?
place 3 years after the original one. I don't remember if the boat actually takes you back and forth between points in Kanto and Johto. I think that's just within Johto there's a boat. I'm pretty sure that's how that one works.
Maybe I'm thinking 3rd gen.
3rd gen also had a boat.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe 3rd gen was the one that... Or maybe it was the only one that had the boat, yeah.
What? I lost? No. I'm still waiting for a game where we get to play as Rocket members. Like,
that's never going to happen. Again, there's almost a game that's like that, but not quite. So it's like, you sort of got your game. It's almost, I don't know, not Gale of Darkness, XD. Pokemon Coliseum. It's almost Pokemon Coliseum. Because Pokemon Coliseum is like, oh, well, there's some kind of thing going on where you're sort of a villain leader, almost? But not quite. Oh, there's an item over there. Oh, shit. There's more panels.
We're being asked a question in chat.
Yes.
What are our thoughts on the Pokemon Ranger games? I've never played one.
I've barely ever played a Pokemon Ranger.
Do we own one?
I do not believe we do, no.
Okay.
It's a rare candy. Good.
I'm a large fan of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, although I really only have experience with Blue Rescue Team, which was like the first one.
Yeah, though that series was really good. The best, games in those series were the ones that were on DS, and I think the 3DS game was supposed to be pretty good. But there are Wii U games for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that people absolutely despise. I think they never came out in the US. But it was because the Japanese reception was so poor. They used the origami,
like the Pokemon Ranch, Pokemon Rumble models.
I'm
which
sorry,
are cute.
I'm sick. My mouth can't make certain words, but it's the origami style, like my Pokemon Ranch, Pokemon Rumble style stuff, which are super cute. But apparently that particular game just didn't do super well, and they casualized certain parts of it, and people weren't sure why, because it was fun to have the non-casual version of it. They don't give you a personality test at the beginning of those games.
Oh, those are fun.
They let you just choose which Pokemon you want to be.
Yeah, like, give us the test first, and then let us choose if we don't like the result. But I like the test because if you want to kind of get a surprise, you've got a little surprise there.
Yeah, I like the test too.
By the way, I, in the Pokemon tests, am an Eevee.
Yeah. I don't think... Let's see. I know I've taken the tests before, but I think most of the time that I do, it either comes up as... Teddiursa is not usually an option, is it?
I don't remember. But that sounds like what you would be.
God. I know I've taken the test before. I don't remember what I come up as. I'm pretty sure it's like Teddiursa when it's an option. I think I've come up as a Charmander before. I don't remember.
I remember that for some reason they are... I think it's either version split or gender split, but there was some reason that I couldn't be a Meowth, and I was like, that's bullshit. And then it gave me Eevee, and I was like...
just not give you the
I'm
option.
okay with Eevee.
Do you want to field that question that they're asking there?
Which one?
The one from Kleinacool.
Oh,
starts with sorry.
Whether we're gonna play another Digimon game for the channel. Why am I answering that?
Oh, I don't know. I just figured that you might want to talk about it. Should I say it instead?
Well, I mean, we wanted to do Digimon World 1 for streaming, and then didn't get around to it because we got a bunch of other things we're doing.
So we haven't gotten around to it, but we do have plans to eventually play a game on stream, rather than doing like a full-blown thing for the channel, like a whole LP.
we've been doing way more streaming than regular recording lately.
Yes,
so.
but it's like, we feel like, and we've talked about this, like there are certain games that lend themselves better to streaming than to like LPs.
Digimon World is definitely.
I feel like Digimon World is definitely one of them.
Because it's kind of open world. There's decisions to make that are kind of arbitrary unless we've got like a goal in mind.
It's also a very long game with a lot of grinding if you're not used to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff where it's literally like, here's your Digimon, now go train it using like literally an identical animation over and over again at like a gym. And maybe before it dies, you might go out and fight like 2 battles.
Yeah, that happens. We also own Digimon World Dawn, which was eventually going to be a thing because we bought it before we had the capture card 3DS.
Yes, and we can play that for the capture
That would
card.
probably be a non-stream.
Yeah, that would probably be an actual game because that has a distinct plot line and not a ton of grinding. There's a little bit. It's an RPG rather than being like a traditional sim game, which is what a lot of the earlier Digimon worlds are. That's actually Digimon Story, even though in the US it's translated as Digimon World. Other games in the Digimon Story sort of genre are things like Cyber Sleuth, if anybody is more familiar with those games.
That's the one for the Vita that we're never going to play because we missed out on
a Vita. Because we missed out on getting a Vita. I mean we could still get a Vita, but it's the Vita TV is like $200 now. It used to be like $30, and we just sat on
it's long-term goals.
To do it. Yeah, it is. Got a PP up.
I felt that our options were better for like saving up for the capture card 3DS.
Yeah, and I mean ultimately they were.
I can think of way more DS games we want to play than Vita games.
What's that? You say the elevator doesn't work. Course not. I've been keeping the lift keys safe this whole time.
Oh, okay. Kick your ass, dude.
Yeah, Teehee PP up. Thank you, chat.
Gross.
Grimer. I think I've mentioned this before, but Grimer does not translate to 3D very well.
Yeah, the permagloops are... they're doing their best.
They do their best, but honestly, they're not that good. They could be a lot better than they are. It makes his body look kind of lumpy and weird in certain positions, like his shoulder. You can see it on the right-hand side in this. And then the gloop coming off of his face kind of doesn't look quite right.
But you can't hate Grimer because he's
I
got
love
an
Grimer.
angel's
Grimer's amazing.
face.
Oh yeah, he's a wonderful little.
He's a happy
little
baby.
Fine.
That's really all it takes.
It's like a sludge doggo. It's fine.
It's all it takes to redeem even the dumbest concepts and the worst ideas and the poorest executions. Cute, expressive face.
Now how am I supposed to keep you from taking the lift key? Guess I'll have to use my own kind of struggle.
Yeah. Take it and run!
I hope my boss doesn't hear about this.
You just threw it?
Yeah, he just threw it up there.
Ha ha! Phew! Without the key, there's no way you'll make it to the boss. If you think you can get it back from up there, then I'd sure like to see you try.
How the hell are we gonna get that?
There might be a ladder or something. Let's see. Kind of racking my brain. Oh, dear God. Is that... That's...
Should we know who that is?
He's got blue hair. I mean, it could be like Lance or something. Out of the corner of my eye...
What color is Lance's hair?
I don't remember. Out of the corner of my eye, though, I swear to God, I thought that was the guy in charge of the cult in 4th Gen.
Cyrus? No.
Yeah, it looked like Cyrus out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, wait, no,
Hair's
please.
wrong. It's not the right
Don't
shape.
be Cyrus. Why would it be Cyrus?
I don't think it's Cyrus.
Okay. How do we get up there?
Well, I guess we can go up
Can
these
we shimmy
stairs.
up these pipes, or... I'm sorry, I'm trying to make
There's
this work
probably
in
a
my brain.
hole we drop down.
Because you got to walk across this, I'm assuming. which means that you'd have to start over here. There's a vent. That could be it. There's a vent there.
I just think
too.
there's going to be a hole to drop down.
I mean, yeah, okay. We'll go up the stairs and we'll check for holes. I guess that makes some sense. Let's see here. How do we get on your roof? Looking for a Cubone, eh? I just saw one of our grunts come by with one. It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, he's actually helpful.
Because we beat him up
That's
already.
interesting, yeah. I guess beating someone up makes them slightly more helpful.
So,
Huh. Go wherever you
no.
want. Okay, go ahead.
Go wherever you want then, but the elevator won't budge without a lift key.
Huh.
We can heal here, right?
I don't think so. No. Yeah, you can't heal
Oh.
with this one. I guess you just can't heal at all in the rocket base.
Huh.
How the hell are we supposed to do that? Oh no! You want to
You
go
know
up
what?
another layer? and-
Idea.
What's
Idea.
up? What's up?
We might be overthinking it. Let's go back down.
Okay. That's not the right way. I don't know why I went this way.
I don't know. I'll just stay where I am.
Yeah, it's this way. And then you come down here. Then you double back from this, and then you hit the first one on that, and it'll drag you over here. Okay. Where am I going?
Just down.
Down the stairs?
Just back down to where it is.
Alright, back down the stairs it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Just come over here,
Yeah?
and let's ask our Eevee if he has any opinions.
Okay.
Nothing?
Buster's looking around for something. Perhaps it can't calm down?
Can
Is it
you
looking
just
for the
activate a secret
Cubone?
technique?
I don't think so.
Because it gave you the menu.
I mean, I could... What, for like cut?
Yeah, like, I
That's
don't know.
all we have is cut and flash. I don't think it would work.
Is there anything in here that looks plausible?
Ooh, were there a step stool or something? Maybe it would be possible to reach the top from here.
We're getting chat hints.
Look around and see if you can find something you could climb up on, like that chair. The chair could probably be used
not a
as
wheelchair.
step. That's a dangerous choice.
That's gonna slip.
Why are you doing this? Use the trash can. Just tip it over. Up you go. Did we fall? No? Okay. Interesting. There's an eye chart or something there on that wall.
It's just a note. It's just in Pokemon speak.
That's what all eye charts look like to me when I'm not wearing my glasses.
Now's
Look
the
at them and I go
time
F2 Z.
Now's the time for your partner to shine. Get that key that the Team Rocket crent through. I figured it was
Are we
going to
controlling
be.
Eevee? Hey, we're an Eevee now.
I figured it was just going to be that we need Eevee to either jump up there or something.
Where did that Cubone come from, boss?
Nah.
Okay.
Two of my underlings decided to bring it here without my permission.
The skull on its head is very beautiful.
Meh.
We should be able to sell it for a good price once it becomes a Marowak. Okie dokie.
V.
V. This is why we taught Eevee Iron Tail. I like this concept, but it's
Is it just...
I don't know, it's not as cool as it
There
could
doesn't
be.
seem to be any other time they've done this,
No,
though.
there's
Is this
really
going to come
not.
up again later?
Maybe? Yeah. Let's see. That's it. Why are you saying that's an L for Josh?
No, it's for on the eye chart. You said something was
yeah.
a 2.
Yeah. Okay. Buster got the lift key.
Good job, Diglett.
I was like, why did I lose? What do you mean? You want to do?
Did you hear something just now?
I did. There was definitely a noise. Could it be an intruder?
V.
Grr.
Meowth, that's right.
Never mind. It must have just been Meowth's hungry tummy.
That's right. Don't get me all worried. Don't get me all worried over nothing.
Oh my.
We just
I
jump
guess,
right down.
Talk to yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if I had to go all the way back and then do... No, just jump on your head.
Cool.
You got the lift key from Buster. Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. Dark's like, I would have just knocked the walls down. Yeah, we should have been able to use more than just one Pokemon to do this.
Like, I mean, but by that logic, like, we could just assume that anyone in, like, the Elite Four, for example, could have just completely bulldozed this entire headquarters.
That's kind of what happens in Gen 2.
Kinda.
I don't know if you remember, but Lance in Gen 2 literally has a moment where he shows up at a rocket base, and you show up too, and he's like, I'm just gonna destroy it. Like, I'm just gonna get in here, and I'm just gonna beat the crap out of these guys and destroy their building. Do you want to help? And then you just get to tag team the Rocket HQ with Lance, where you're literally just destroying the Rocket HQ at that point. It's full of, like, Voltorb and Electro.
Yeah, but they don't knock down the walls, but logically, a lot of Pokemon should be able to just raise
I think he
place.
doesn't do it because he points out that, like, if you actively physically destroy it, I think it's underneath a town, so you might do some damage to the town itself.
Yeah.
Although I think you do destroy part of it, because I'm pretty sure that in at least Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I think the actual radio tower in that town gets destroyed by Lance, like, specifically. Because that's the town where they're making Red Gyarados.
I don't remember if they full on destroy. There's not a lot of property damage in Pokemon, but there really should be.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Want to go all the way down,
Yeah,
right?
all the way down to basement floor 4. Yeah, Electrode is in that base, and it's actually super useful because you can get to Electrode really easy doing that. They just have Electrode, like, lying on the fucking ground. That base is super weird. Like, just the weird design of it, and the fact that, like, all of the rockets are just doing this really dumbass thing. And it's like, yeah, alright. Sorry, I'm checking some of these data files. I want to get information on what Team Rocket's planning.
The files are in the computer. You're that twerp from Mount Moon. Just how long are you going to follow us around? I know I'm beautiful, but what do you want?
To rescue Cubone or join Team Rocket?
Do it. What? Really? You certainly do show potential, though you're not nearly as beautiful as me. Wait a minute, you're trying to trick me. It doesn't matter, there's no way we're letting you through to see the boss.
It's payback time for those fossils from Mount Moon, you brat. I think my James got worse as I got sick and your Jessie got better.
I don't know, it's still pretty bad.
I don't know. Yeah, Lake Rage, the most edgelord name there ever was for a lake.
Oh,
Hold up.
floorboards.
Thank you, Soul Fright, for the follow. Welcome to the space beneath our floorboards. There are boots down there if you're hungry.
They're delicious.
Deep fried and very squeaky. Also, welcome to the stream.
Welcome to
Oh boy,
Soda Town.
Megan's cracking them. I'll do the same.
I realize the carbonation has been better for my throat than the cough drops.
Yeah. Look, we're... Okay. Iggy the person says, damn it, just once where you're allowed to be the bad guys, please. We are the bad guys in this game. Let's be completely honest here. This fight with Jesse and James would have been an unfair 2v1 had we not been literally double teaming every single person in this game so far. Megan and I are 2v1ing like every single trainer up until this point. We are the bad guys. We're fighting people on incredibly unfair like levels and taking their money as a result.
Oh yeah, we're basically a Team Rocket of 2.
Yeah, we're basically our own mini Team Rocket here.
Except I guess one of us is a ghost.
That makes it worse to some extent.
Wait a minute. Oh, right. It's a natural double battle, so you've got both.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I forgot about
Okay,
that.
yeah,
it doesn't
so
come
did
up
I.
much.
Hit that.
So yeah, this isn't actually double teaming so much.
No, well, it's 2-on-2 now, yeah.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
forgot
not
about
in
this.
it.
We've only actually had this fight once, where it was 2-on-2, right?
Yeah, and it was
But it was
always
against them already,
yeah.
like earlier on in Mountain
Yeah,
Moon.
so basically when they're not around, we are Team Rocket.
Yeah.
We should have our own uniforms for Team Hundera.
Just Team Rocket, but we got a big H instead of an R.
Yeah, the top part of the R we just erase.
Yeah. We can't commit crimes, but the way that we battle it may as well be a crime.
I feel like if we were actually given the real opportunity to commit crimes, though, we'd both kind of chicken out.
Oh no, yeah, we neither of us would do it. Let's be real.
We'd be like the police team or something.
By the way, Weezing, super good in Gen 1. Weezing has actually had some really good meta builds for generations. The best form of Weezing, and this game will probably not do it at all, best form of Weezing is Explosion Weezing. I sincerely doubt that they gave story characters in this, even villains, a Weezing whose main purpose was, like, literally blowing up.
Yeah, no. That seems out of character for James, too. He would just cry about it and be
Yeah,
like,
he
I don't
wouldn't
want
wanna
to
do that.
hurt him.
But Explosion Weezing is super good, because he's fast-ish. You can turn him into kind of a glass cannon, and with Explosion, he does so much damage that it kind of doesn't matter. He actually can just come in, you can toss down status ailments left and right, and then blow up the moment you're ready to just get out of there.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about. No one ever thinks about Weezing.
I think about Weezing
didn't-
occasionally.
I didn't really think about it being something that could have been useful in metagame because, like, no one ever talks about. Maybe it's because it's not a sexy Pokemon.
I mean, it's not a super useful meta Pokemon, but that is how you make, like, Weezing meta, is you make an Explosion Weezing.
Yeah, but people are gonna go for
whoops.
cooler looking things instead.
In my brain, I was like, oh, Fairy's super strong against poison, right? I inverted it.
Nope.
It's the opposite. Whoopsies.
This has actually been a challenging fight, kinda.
Little bit, but only because I can't remember
Well, okay,
how certain
Dig
typings work still.
against Arbok.
I know.
Although Arbok's already weak. So.
Yeah.
Does Weezing have Levitate?
Weezing does have Levitate? I want to say Weezing has Levitate.
Yes, Fafney's. James used to own a Growlithe as a child, and then they died in that church. I don't think they're gonna fully acknowledge all of the weird rocket lore, though.
No,
So,
they won't. They won't.
He's
It's
not
it's
gonna.
completely ignored.
He's not gonna have an instinctive response to a dog. I mean, he doesn't even do that normally. Cops have Arcanines sometimes, and he doesn't care.
Let's see. I think James has a bunch of Pokemon that you find out that he had as a child later on.
Like that Carnivine.
Yeah, and he has a bunch of Pokemon that he really likes too. Like Chimico is like one of his favorites. He did have a Carnivine growing up, and he lost it. And in the anime, he finds it again in Gen. What would be
was
Gen
a 4th Gen
4?
Pokemon,
Yeah,
I think.
he finds it in a box when he goes to his grandparents' house because Chimico is sick, and he's like,
No, he gets the Mime Junior. Does he get the Mime Junior in that one?
I think he gets Mime Jr. also.
I don't think they're the same episode. But yeah, every so
Not
often
the
they
episode,
roll
not the
out
same
the
episode.
remember this guy who's super rich but he doesn't act like it. Here's another summer home.
Yeah, but he gets a Chimico in the season before that. Chimico gets sick, and he takes it to his grandparents' house, and his grandparents are like, we can heal your Chimico. That's not a hard thing to do. It will require us to hold on to it for a few weeks. And James is like, but Team Rocket's got to go here
Commit
now.
crimes.
And they're like, oh, well, you've got a very tough choice to make then. And he's like, oh no. And then he looks through a box of like old crayons or something, and there's a Pokeball in it. And he just sits there
It was
looking
bottle
at it.
caps.
Yeah, bottle caps. And he's just looking at it, and he's like, what is in this box? And then he pulls it out and opens it up, and it's a Carnivine, and it, like, eats his head. And he's like, shit.
Yeah, like, for some reason, he keeps getting carnivorous plants, too.
They give him Pokemon that attack him constantly. That's his running gag. After a while, that's what it turned into.
But it's like he had the Victory Bell, he had
it was
a
originally just
Carnivine.
plants, but they opened it up to, like, Coral. In the newest generation, he gets, whatchamacallit. But I was so confident this time. Sorry, Jesse said something else.
Oh no, I lost.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, they've got a lot of weird little things. What I absolutely love about having a long-running anime that doesn't necessarily keep a super strong continuity from episode to episode is seeing the patterns that form when they do remember the continuity. So there's little things that come up here and there, and it's like you gotta watch it for years, but like every so often you get that little reminder that they remember the old episodes they made, and they like will call back. It's just amazing because eventually you end up with a pile of lore for random shit like that.
James canonically has a fiance who he hates, who looks exactly like Jessie, and in the English dub anyway, they called her Jezebel.
Jessie Bell.
Yeah, Jessie Bell,
Jezebel.
like literally.
Yeah.
And she's weirdly into bondage or something. Jessie's mom was a high-ranking #1 rocket grunt at one point. And she was unbelievably powerful and then kind of just stopped being part of the Rockets.
Like she disappeared somewhere.
Yeah, or something like that.
There's like a CD drama where she meets Mew.
There is, and then you find out that there's like a third member of the Jesse James group who's just some guy in a balloon.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Apparently he's in multiple CD dramas and even shows up at the end of one of the movies or something, but only in Japanese.
Yeah, because they never translate CD dramas.
Yeah, because they never come to the US.
How infuriating. Don't let it go to your head just because your Pokemon were just a teeny tiny bit stronger.
Yeah, also, yes, Jessie went to nursing school, but
for dogs.
Yeah, but for dogs. She went to the Chansey one, not to the human one. There was a mistake.
Also, she probably wouldn't have been able to afford the regular one.
Also, as children, Jessie and James met as bike gang members.
I love the bike gang.
Exactly. And even if you did defeat us in battle, we're still bigger and stronger than you. We'll just use brute force to... V. Eek! He's scared of Eevee. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again.
Ding.
They're just running away, though.
I have a personal headcanon for James, by the way. If you look at a lot of the earlier episodes where they did the disguise thing, so the glasses we've got on Eevee, there are a ton of disguise. Oh, I was gesturing. Whoops.
That's
but
fine.
there's a ton of disguises that you used to see where he would
Buster's
put
is
on.
exasperated.
He would James would put on glasses that look kind of like that, not the thick frames, but like with the weird Coke bottle swirl.
Yeah.
It would just be part of several of his various disguise when he wasn't dressed as a girl. But then it happened so often, so I started thinking maybe those are just his glasses and he doesn't wear them normally.
Legitimately, he might just need glasses.
Because it might
honestly.
The idea that he can't see too good might help explain some of the mistakes Team Rocket tends to make. And they just kept showing up. You know what else kept showing up was that Moltres costume.
Yeah, it shows up twice.
Amazing.
Let's be honest. It only shows up twice.
It should have been more than twice.
This is clearly one of the execs, by the way. Somebody pointed it out, but I can't remember their names.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just one look at this Sylph Scope, and it's plain to see. Sylphco definitely has the technology and skill that Team Rocket will need to make our wishes come true.
I guess you do have to do this first.
Yeah.
Huh? A machine that lets you see what otherwise cannot be seen is nothing but a useless toy. Still, yes, it could do. Carry on, Archer, with your plans to take over Sylphco for Team Rocket. Yes, sir.
Hi.
What is a child doing here?
I didn't think think the Silph Scope would just be binoculars.
You listened in on our conversation without saying a word. In the remakes, if you look at Silph Scope in the key items, it is just binoculars.
I always figured it would be like some big honking thing that you don't put up to your eyes, but it's like a camera or something.
Yeah. A lot of people point out that from Gen 1 onward, you no longer need the Silph Scope to see ghosts. And there's I think there's a sort of a theory that people have where after Silph Co made the Silph Scope available and it was just there and it was created, it just started getting integrated into stuff. So the Pokedexes all just have Silph Scopes in
That
them.
makes perfect sense.
From first gen onward, anyway.
Because how else are you going to identify the damn things?
Yeah, right? I don't care much for that. I'm Archer, an admin of Team Rocket, and I do not go easy, even on children.
I don't like the face he's making.
Yeah, that was a little terrifying.
Yeah.
He was a spooky looking person there. You're challenged by Team Rocket admin Archer.
I always thought it would be kind of like one of those things where, like, maybe you hold up an
one big fight
antenna
after
or
another.
a radar or something. It would be, like, connected to a screen you have to look at.
Oh, Dark is very hurt and paralyzed.
Ooh.
Tell
The
you what,
Cadbury's out.
Dark might not be okay, but I need to get off a fire spin just to make sure that this wheezing can take constant damage.
Well, I'm strong to poison, if I remember correctly.
You should be, because Psychic is...
Yeah. Bam.
Yeah, Psychic hits poison super good.
Just don't hit Dark. Oh, fine.
There it is. Oh my god, Dark survived.
Ah.
Oh, did you see the hearts that came off?
Yeah.
That's because our friendship is high enough with Dark that Dark survived the hit because of that. That is something that they put in for, I want to say 7th gen is where that started. Where if you have high enough friendship with a Pokemon, it will survive hits because you are friends, and it doesn't want to go down.
That
And
sounds like it's a
you'll get
nightmare
the weird messages like, it's in a pinch, it might cry, and things like that.
It seems like a nightmare for metagame, which is kind of fun.
It is. I don't know if they happen during trainer battles. I think that's a
Well, this is a trainer.
big thing.
You
Oh, no,
mean,
no,
like,
sorry, like human versus
yeah,
human.
PvP.
Yeah. I think for PvP, I think they actively took those out. And also, it only happens like once.
Oh, in chat, Kleincool is saying, I feel like it would be very a ghost type thing to do, just to stop being invisible as soon as the Silph Scope became available, just to fuck with people. That's a good theory,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I kind of agree. It's okay, we'll heal you when we get back to the Pokemon Center, Dark.
It'll be okay.
I need to get fire spins
we probably
off.
have revives, so it's not even
Yeah,
a
we
big
do.
deal.
We do. And honestly, I could probably use them right now.
Do we have to fight Giovanni here?
No.
No.
No, that's not till we go into the Silph-Co.
Okay. But just in case.
That'll bring
you can do
friendship
that.
back up. That's fine.
We're just gonna keep psychicking.
Yeah. Used to revive. Using items on Pokemon, by the way, increases their friendship. I'm not sure if people are aware of that.
That's been true for as long as friendship's been
I just
thing, right?
I just want to say it. I'm just gonna add that in there.
Yeah. And we could load Dark up with some candy after this for extra points.
I mean, honestly. We don't have any, like, Charmander candy,
No,
but that's
but
fine, too.
We got regular candy.
Gyarados grew to level 31. We haven't used Gyarados very much today.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Gyarados
Gyarados
wants
is
to
good.
learn Waterfall. Should an old move be forgotten? Maybe? What does it know? Scald? Oh, fuck no. Get rid of Waterfall. Yeah, Waterfall's pointless for that. Scald is like the best water move in the game.
Oh, did you nickname Cadbury while I was in the bathroom?
Yeah, while you were in the
Okay,
bathroom,
cool.
I nicknamed Cadbury for you.
That's cool. I'm trying to map out in my head what she should look like if her proportions are according to her data.
Just drowsy, but with hypno legs and arms.
Yeah,
I'm
so
guessing.
just like a big hipped hypno.
What a blunder.
A hips no.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe make the fluff a little bit bigger too.
Forgive me, Giovanni, for me to be defeated by a simple child.
We're a complicated child. We got a ghost and A dog.
Okay. I don't like that he just walked out and then it lets me do whatever I want. It's like, that looks really, like, spooky.
Hey!
You're way too strong. There's a Rhydon on one and a Persian on the
This
other.
Persian was painted like one of them French girls.
A little bit. Can we sit in his chair while he's still here?
I want to be the best there ever was, to beat all the